Okay, here we are back in Gravit, and here we are looking at this little demonstration I have for the package design. Couple of power moves here, folks. So I'm just going to zoom in a bit and look at these simple shapes here. Once again, once I zoom in, coming up here to the zoom tool, if I press down the space bar, it turns it into the hand, just like in Illustrator, and it allows me to scroll around in the document without kind of zooming in and zooming out. Then I got a couple of simple shapes here that I've already pre-drawn. It's like a cooking show. It's already been drawn. Okay, so let's just say I needed to create this green shape exactly the same way, but a mirror image of it. I mean, it happens quite frequently in a lot of projects, especially in package design, because you have the same shape, but you just need it the opposite direction. Now you could go ahead and redraw it in the opposite direction, or you could be crafty and mirror it. And in Gravit, you select the object, following slowly my mouse, and I can flip the selected object horizontally. But before I do that, we're going to go back to an Illustrator power user tip. I select the shape, I hold my Option key, I click and drag. Nagarig, I'm doing this with a, not a mouse. So where there's a will, there's a way. So I'm doing a Shift, Option, click and drag on the object. Presto. By doing that Option, Shift, click and drag, letting go of my keyboard after I drop the object, it copies the object. Takes a little of getting used to, but it's a really slick way to work. Once I've copied the object, I'm going to go up to my mirror tool, or my, in Gravit, my flip horizontal tool. And I can click, and voila, the shape is flipped. Okay, now let's just say, also, a little power user move here. Let's just say I need the red object. Right now it is behind the two green objects. I'm going to come up here to the top of my horizontal toolbar, and I'm going to, with the red object selected, I'm going to bring that object forward. Boom, and continue to bring it forward. Okay, I can also move around in my layers palette and change the arrangement in my layers palette. Okay, so that's the basic fundamentals of doing the copy and the mirroring of the object, and also changing the arrangement. Now, how is this tied into your package design project? I'm going to hold my space bar down again, and here we have, as you can hopefully see, the name of this project, I don't know, it's probably European or something, Queet, little candy package, and I'm just pressing the I, turning it on and off, so I can see what I've drawn versus what I need to draw. Okay, so the K with the drop shadow, how did I get to that? Well, I drew the K and then I copied it. So in the instance of the E right here, just going to move this out of the way. So we can see that I've drawn it up here. And then once drawn, and I could go to my sub-select tool if I need to tweak an individual control point to kind of match this a little bit better. Okay. Back to my regular pointer tool, selecting the object, and I'm going to Option, click, and drag on it. Now I got two. Then I can fill that shape with black. I could select on that shape, back up to the arrangement tool, and I could send it backward. Whoa. Cool. Like a fireworks display. Ooh, ah, oh. So this wasn't me retracing or recreating two of these. I simply did the first one and I did the option click and drag trick. And then I did the arrangement trick to bring my shadow where it needed to be. This would be particularly handy in this particular situation here, where we've got the barcode. Hold on to the one created image, and then I'm going to shift option click and drag. I'm going to pinch this in to make it a little thinner. Shift option click and drag. Now let's do a third one. Shift option click and drag. Then I'm going to go to my sub select tool, and I can grab just the end points of this object because we have to miss the letters. And now, oh my God, Annabelle's saying, I have to draw all these bars? Well, no, we can make it easier on ourselves. I'm going to select each one of these. Actually, I'm going to grab the three smaller ones. And now I'm going to go again to my horizontal toolbar. And this icon here allows me to group these objects. So I have the three objects selected and I click group. Now once grouped, the same technique, shift option, click and drag. But my little vector maniacs out there, if you remember my intro lessons when we were in Intro to Graphics, we repeat the same move or do it again by hitting a Command D. So Command D, Command D, Command D, Command D, Command D, Command D. Voila. And then I can go ahead with my sub select tool, because now it's a group, grab that last object and delete it. Grab my first object, shift option, click and drag. And I'm satisfied with my barcode. Now, of course, I'd have to put in the text. Okay, so let me just zoom out, see where we are. Zoom in a bit, okay. One last thing, and it's usually the first command I teach to the intros in using Illustrator, is the whole skin and bones command, where you can see the drawing with only the structure, or you can see the drawing with the skin or the color and structure. And your packages are gonna be complex, so you'll need to do this. So the way we do this is view, oops, stay and grab it, Mr. Flake. View, outline view. View, outline view, brings the skin back. View, outline view, just looks at the structure. View skin, view bones, view outline.